In the course of that, within a year of moving in or remodeling, we met Linda Pennington. Now, she had already been here for several years with her husband, cleaning up graffiti, working on the canyons, doing some things here. Interestingly, when we realized, after meeting her and working with her in the canyons and being inspired by her, Jody looked at her and said, "Wait a minute, you're that little redhead from like 2020. And she said, "Oh, that was so long ago." 20 years before, he had seen a video segment on her in this neighborhood, bringing neighbors to join Azalea Park in City Heights. And he was inspired by her when he lived in LA. And here we're 20 years later working with her side by side. Now we're 20 years further. Like we've just all known each other through different iterations. This was our house at the end of the alley. And it was dilapidated. The arundo, which is invasive, was growing up to our house. And it was, people would come along and they just steal the things that we had and all that. But we persevered and remodeled it to a point where we could move in that year. And that's what we did for a living, was remodels, room additions, things like that for people in City Heights and San Diego. But in the course of meeting people in canyons and then working with that, we met with Ocean Discovery. So part of what we do as a business is we do remodels. So we took this house here over in Claremont, designed them from 1,600 square feet, 4,200 square feet on a canyon, 2 stories, and we built that in a year and a half, just the two of us with a few extra people coming in to help us. Another one in Claremont was a 900 square foot, tiny house. We built them this giant, beautiful house with a view to the canyon. But that's what we do for a business. But we also take all those talents and we bring them in when we met Ocean Discovery and help them in the canyons, find various ways that we could help. Build planter boxes, advise, plant trees, go down to Bahia for their programs to encourage the students on sustainable building. So we would take all of the things we did for work and turn them into passion and then find ways to use them. We didn't intend that to happen. We just did it. All we did is just kept putting our feet forward, seeing where the need was. There was a point, this entire neighborhood, 88 homes were going to be taken out in condos. It was going to look like Hillcrest right here. Now, it's fine in Hillcrest, but this neighborhood didn't need 88 condos blocking everything. And our house would have become an open space. We fought that as a community. We put our feet on the ground. We went to the state. We went to Washington, D.C., and we battled that. And we won and kept the neighborhood for the community. Then we started doing community events, canyon restoration. This is when we've gone to with ODI to Bahia. These are facelift events. So we started bringing in, through Linda's programs before, they've tied together different nonprofits, different money, different funding, and they bring hundreds of volunteers together, make a plan, pick 10 or 12 houses in a community in City Heights only, and bring them a paint job, fence work, cleaning, and that would culminate into a one-day event with sometimes up to 700 people showing up as volunteers, filling dumpsters with trash, clean sweeping, planting, encouraging, and making a pocket of City Heights better. 550 homes, maybe more than that, over the past, since 1999, have been restored, and those houses have made other neighbors improve their places. It's a step-by-step process. And so along with that, we work with Island of Clean San Diego, with Ocean Discovery. Project Clean is Linda's organization here. That's one of our shirts that shows all the participants, the donors, the organizing groups, the vendors, and various companies. So when you get together, you don't know where your path is, but you'll find that you find a passion in the middle of it. So then we would go to Ocean Discovery's fundraising events. This was when our son was just 5 months old, and he came along to us suddenly in 2013, and he went to his first event. He did his first facelift event at 6 months old, and his first tuxedo was five months old. This is when Ocean Discovery had their opening celebration. And then that is a party when Ocean Discovery had a $1 million gift. We had a plan, and in that same day, called all the families and all the donors and said, "Come to Dennis and Jody's house, we're having a barbecue." And we had our $1 million barbecue where we spent little money because we needed all to go here. Then we were nominated as volunteers, and there are different philanthropic philanthropic groups that like to make sure to celebrate those who give. And giving isn't just money. It's talent, it's time, it's treasures, it's knowledge. And when you give those, you really end up being able to make a difference incrementally and globally. Just that step, one step at a time. So when we were asked to come to this presentation, we were honored with an award. And this is the video they made for us.
Hi, my name is Jody Carey. I live in City Heights. I own a small construction company, and I'm a volunteer.
Hi, I'm Dennis Wood. This is our son, Sam. Since coming into our lives, he has participated in all our community events. He's become our community baby, and they all love to have him come around. He's kind of the ambassador of great smiles. He makes friends wherever he goes, and I think he sees one right now. Currently in City Heights, we've been working on canyon restoration, our canyon loop trail, a number of other events for cleaning the canyons and keeping the litter from ending up in our waterways and streams. Ocean Discovery Institute is breaking ground soon on their living lab, and with that, we have ongoing participation in advising them on what our community is expecting and hoping for in that building and in the programs.
Our primary focus in volunteering in City Heights has been engaging the youth in the neighborhood to take ownership of their canyons and open spaces. We partner up with other nonprofits and pool of resources and try to make a big impact.
Well, our connection with Ocean Discovery Institute started several years ago. We discovered that we could collaborate with them on a number of resources and being able to provide expertise with construction and sustainable materials and help teach the youth.
Philanthropy means to me by simply being a good neighbor, paying it forward, leaving our neighborhood, our environment, our community a little bit better than we found it. The Manzanita Gathering Place presented a very unique opportunity. There was an abandoned city lot that was barricaded with barbed wire. We were able to engage the community and take ownership of that lot. We had community workshops and asked the community what would you like to see in its place. And the community designed a gathering place. We built benches, shade structures, picnic area, and it's been a huge success.
Philanthropy means to us, and me in particular, that it's not giving from the pocketbook as much as it is from the heart. And when you do that, when you pull resources together, anybody can give at any level. And I think that for us, we don't have the financial means to do it, but we certainly can put our boots on the ground and we can pick up a paintbrush and we can help a neighbor. And some people can give, lots of money, and some people can give lots of time. And it doesn't take a lot, it just takes everyone pulling together.
Thanks. So I get goosebumps because you just never know how your impact will carry. And that was from a few years ago, 2015, I think. And so, 10 years ago now? My gosh, I have less white hair. But one of the things that we want to do, and this is one of our canyon events that your groups have been to, and over a number of times up here at Cooper Canyon, and we just love to get everyone together. But what we want to ask ourselves is, how can I apply experiences to my own life? And that's all the different things you're picking up at school, your extracurriculars, your sports, clubs, anything you do. How can I help to improve my home or community and beyond? And what time, talents, and treasures can I share with the world? And those are just things to carry with you in every day of your journey, whether it's specifically for this program or anything else you do. And I like to take pictures, so one of my talents is to capture photos on the fly, edit them quickly, return them out to the community quickly, and that actually has resulted in us getting better donations and volunteers and materials by seeing the work that's done by the volunteers up here at the gathering place. We were short on our budget for completing it, and then the Steelworkers Union saw the pictures of all that was going in. They said, we're now going to donate all the materials too. And that put us back on budget. And it's because we share the talents and we share the knowledge, and we broadcast all the work that's being done. We love the community. We never expected to be in a community that was this involved and can continue to evolve with all the work you guys are about to do. And anyway, At this point, I don't know if there's time for Q&A, but feel free to throw questions out, or we can go on to whatever.